comes out most of the time. Let's talk about getting rid of it.
That's all we do.
Sometimes, this is true, you really do not want it blasting into your living room.
True that, sister. So whether you're looking for a simple way to block the sun completely, or maybe a more decorative option to give your space a little bit of a facelift, there's a window treatment for you. Here to help us figure out what's right for your home, from custom drapery and blinds, we welcome Shirley Esch. Hi, Shirley.
Shirley,
Hi.
nice to have you here.
Thanks for asking.
This is an area that can be really overwhelming for a lot of people, but it is so important. I mean, it can protect your furniture, number one,
Yep.
but also just make your house look great. So if you're looking for like the workhorse solid option that is going to just do everything that you need it to do, what do you recommend? You brought lots of fun examples.
Cellular or honeycomb shades are probably the best option, just because they've been around for so long and they're very, very versatile. They come in sheers, they come in translucents and blackout. The picture we're looking at right now is a great example of blackout. As you can see on the right, it really does block all the light. To the point where you got to turn a light on in the room.
That's how you want it.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes,
awesome.
and that's great for, we were talking about kids that get up too early.
Yeah.
And don't go
I
to
know.
bed.
There
Okay.
are parents out there who know that their kids are waking up way too early and going to bed way too late, and I can't regulate the light in their room. And
You gotta trick 'em.
Yeah.
And that's Minnesota.
So that's a really good option because then you can totally black out the sun.
And then also, I like that it can go up from the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm always
That-
attacking
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
sun. I want to figure out what angle can I still let some nice light in, but block the harsh sun rays.
The picture on the left shows that, and what that is it's called top down, bottom up. So you
Okay.
can either go top down
Yeah.
or bottom up.
Plus,
like
it looks
that.
so clean how it's mounted right inside the window frame like
That's
that.
called an inside mount.
Oh, inside the
Inside mount.
Hello.
These are the old drapery terms here. We're all going to get to know them soon.
And
Those are pretty.
This is just a lot of fun. A lot of people are using color with white and gray, which are the new
Yes.
colors.
Yep.
And so what this does, it just gives you a very tropical looking pop. The thing I love about gray and white is that you can just jazz it up with any kind of color.
Well, and how modern this looks without doing kind of like a big valance over the top that you've draped over that doesn't even really do anything.
It's very clean looking.
Okay,
And-
when we talk about these contemporary look,
Yeah.
help me understand what solar is. And we were talking about solar panels earlier.
Yeah.
These solar shades, solar drapes. What are we
Solar
talking
screen
about?
shades, and they're what I call grandma shades, where you used to go "Dut-dut-dut-dut," and they
Oh,
build
yes.
up,
Oh, yeah.
or what you see in coffee shops. Only they're pretty and gorgeous and wonderful. And this
yeah,
is
nice
one that's really
pattern.
made into what we call a Roman shade. You can see that there's lots of details on it, and it's going to block the sun. It comes in what they call different opacities, so sometimes it lets a lot of light through, sometimes very little. This is what we do in a lot of the lofts downtown. So what you're seeing is the top down, bottom up being used here, and you can actually see it looks like the downtown in the background.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
great.
So in your living room where you've got a wall of windows, you may want a fairly sheer shade because you may want to be able to see out.
Yep.
In your bedroom, if you got a neon light coming in, keeping you up, you may want blackout.
And so this is the deal where when you're pulling it up and down, are you just like yanking the bottom of the shade and then it releases?
Here, you'll pull it down gently.
Yep.
And it'll just go up.
Oh, so when I said yank, that maybe isn't
don't
the
Yeah,
word.
yank
you
it.
don't want
Sorry,
to
I
yank.
know I got too aggressive. Sorry, Shirley.
No yanking.
Sorry,
You're
I'm
No
gonna-
yanking,
sorry.
even though we have a lifetime warranty. Yep.
Okay, making a statement. Now, this is something I love that we're talking about this because you have a trend that every time I've been to California, I see in like beach hotels, bungalows, all sorts of stuff. And now it is getting really big here in Minnesota. What is it?
Shutters.
Shutters.
Shutters. And we're talking indoor shutters.
Yes.
So how do these work and why are they taking off right now?
I think it's exactly what you said. You go to California, you see them in Texas, you see them in Florida, and this is your traditional shutter. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous. It's almost like a piece of furniture. They're just
really
beautiful.
is.
And then you know what? I just went to a friend's house who had shutters, and so there they were able to. You could open, the blinds on them, so you could still let light in. And then if you wanted, you could then open them up, and
Open
it
'em
looks
up.
so gorgeous because then not only do you get all of that natural light from your windows, but they then look great against the walls too.
Oh yeah, and they actually, that's called the louver mover. You open and
The
shut.
louver mover? What the heck?
You could have the louver mover in the front or the louver mover in the back. But this is actually showing a big trend too. I think in new homes you see where the granite is one pattern here and a different pattern here. Here what we've done is used a couple of different colors. We've framed the darker shutter with a white window treatment.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
and actually we did this in our own home. We have maple trim and we use dark 4.5-inch shutters, and it's gorgeous.
And that makes it really pop. But then those open too. So if you wanted full light, it could open up however way.
Yep.
Very cool.
Shutters, they're the way to go.
I know.
Now, you brought all of these like beautiful fabrics too, so it's not just, I mean, you can really customize the look quite a bit. Is this a gray?
This is your grays we were talking about. The gray beige is the new colors. And you can do pops of color too. We often recommend that people put their shadings in first and then decide where they want to put some draperies or some top treatments. So we can do just about anything.
So this is an example. There you've got the shading, and that's the purpose is to keep the light out or in or however you want. And then you're doing the fabric on top.
Right, and actually that's a fabric shade that you can pull up and down. It's called a Roman shade.
Beautiful.
Now, can you help people make sense of this? Because this can be a pretty daunting experience for a lot of folks. So if they say like, okay, here's what our room is, how can you then help navigate them through that process?
What we are is a shop-at-home company. We're going to come to you. We're going to look at your windows,
Oh, cool.
measure them, help you with recommendations based on, do you need light control? Do you need privacy? What are your needs and wants? And then what's, of course, your budget too.
And you work with your husband.
Yes, I
How
do.
has that been going? Huh?
Well, most days it's pretty good. Other days I just go shopping.
I love it. You guys are so cute. And this is your passion. You've been doing this for a long time.
Well, actually, no. My husband's been doing it for over 40 years.
Well,
I
then
just
his
joined
deal.
him about 5 years ago. But my degree's in textiles and clothing.
He's been in the drapery and blind business since like the early 70s. So that's not something you can say that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, Shirley, it was really nice to
Great
meet
to
you.
have you
So
here.
nice to have you. It is motivating. It makes you just want to
I know it.
freshen things up. If you'd like to reach out to Shirley to get some help with your own window treatments, we posted a link to her and her husband Michael's company. It's called Custom Drapery and Blinds at TwinCitiesLive.com, and a big thanks to them for sponsoring the show. Okay, we tried this yesterday.